welcome back to the channel.
Welcome everyone.
Today I'll be showing you guys my WIPS and the works that I have in progress. What I have been able to accomplish in this month that has gone by ever since we started the channel. I have 5 projects in progress currently, and I was able to rotate around the 5 of them, and that way I was able to stitch in all of them. I did accomplish to progress in all of them, which is very nice, and I'll be showing you guys the 5 projects. These are my 5 projects. Next week we'll have my mother's projects. She also has 5 projects or 5 WIPs.
Yeah, it's the first WIPs.
Yeah, this is the first WIPs that we're showing in the channel. I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. You can click the like button and also the notification bell. That way YouTube notifies you when we have a new video in the channel. Yeah. I'll start showing you the first project that I have. Alright, so first off I have the calendar. And this is the calendar that I bought from Cloud Factory on Etsy. What I had was only the dragon. I did the castle, I finished it completely, and I really like how it turned out. After that, I went on and did July. July has the mermaid, and finished that one. And lastly, I finished August, which has the 2 unicorns, and that's what I completed. So at the moment, I am up to date. Meaning that now I'm actually stitching the month that we're in, because if you remember, I didn't start this calendar in January. I actually started it in May. So I'm glad to be up to date finally, and that way I am stitching it more comfortably, more relaxed, because and not hurrying to be able to catch up to the month that we're in. So yes, I'm really happy with how the calendar is turning out. And also, this calendar doesn't have the back stitches. I will do those once I'm finished with the entire calendar completely. My last step will be to do the back stitches. So to keep that in mind, none of these have the back stitches yet. I just realized that this unicorn over here is missing 2 stitches. 2 full crosses for the eyes, which I'll do those once I'm finished with this video. And yeah, that's how the calendar is turning out. Very lovely piece, and I'm loving working on it. So now we'll move on to the second WIP. Alright, so this is the second WIP that I have in progress, and this is the Raccoon in the Woods. It's a PDF that I got from MyBobbin. And again, this raccoon, I actually had exactly only half of it done. I did do some stitches, some half stitches that I was missing over here in the outer part. And after that, I went on and started doing the other half. And I started with the tree. I moved on to the hat, and I started doing a little bit of the face and the ear. And I love how it's now getting its true shape, and the picture is looking more complete. I'm really liking the definition that it has. Also, I also really like how some stitches are with 2 strands, each a different color, and that gives it more definition, more dimension. I'm really liking that. I'm hoping to see if I can finally complete the face. That way I can finally see the raccoon. And I'm doing it in a hoop that measures 25 inches. Again, I really love the design, and this is one of my favorite WIPs to stitch on. So now let's move on to the third project. Okay, this is the third project that I have. I already had these 2 done. So the last thing that I showed in my first video, I only had this part of the machine done and a little bit of this fabric. But this little doll I didn't have. So I basically did around 70% of the machine because I did this doll. I did all of this part, which is these two dolls and everything that was missing. Also this button over here. So I did finish mostly 70% of the machine because I only had a little bit done. But now it's complete and I'm loving the result. It did have, however, a lot of confetti, but then again, that's what helps it have more definition and look even more beautiful. So although it did have a lot of confetti, in the long run, it does help out with the definition of your project. And the goal that I have for this one is to do one per month. So I'll only be missing 3 of them. I'll be doing this one in September, this one in October, and this one in November. And I'll be done with the piece. And yeah, that's what I have so far of the craft village. Now moving on to my 4th project. Alright, this is the 4th project. And these are the 3 dogs. What I had of this one was I did complete the boot. If you saw my first video, that's what I had completed. Other than that, it was only a little bit, which was starting from the body. I only had a little bit done. So I basically did the entire dog. I'm only missing a few stitches over here in the ear and a few over here in the body. But other than that, it's basically complete. Meaning that I'll only be missing 1 dog and I'll finally complete the project, which is very exciting for me because I do hope to finish my first piece, and I'm guessing probably my first piece finished will either be this one or the Raccoon. We'll see which one. So since this piece is in printed fabric, I feel that I advance more in this one. I accomplish more in lesser time than if I'm counting the stitches. Although I do enjoy both ways, I feel like in printed fabric I advance a little bit more. Again, this is what I've accomplished and I'm really happy with how it's coming out. So now we'll move on to my last piece. Alright, so this is my last WIP that I currently have in progress. This one is called Blessed Place from Magic Needle. And again, this is one of my favorite projects that I have, but in this one I wasn't able to accomplish much. I was only able to do around 200 stitches. Here, everything that's in red is what I was able to accomplish. So I'm guessing it's around more than 200 stitches, more or less. And even though it's not a lot, it's more confetti than anything. But I'm glad that I was able to at least do some stitches on it, accomplish a little bit. I do hope to advance more in the project and organize it a little bit more. For example, I'll be closing off the squares that I have open, and that way I'll be able to stitch it more organized. But again, it's one of my favorite projects and I do enjoy stitching on it. Alright everybody, so that is all that I have to show you guys of my WIPs. This is all that I was able to accomplish in this month, and I'm happy that I was able to complete my goal and rotate in all the projects that I have, which are these 5 projects. I hope to at least finish one of them soon, which will probably be the dog or the raccoon. That way I'll have one first project finished, which would be a huge accomplishment for me. I thank you all for watching the video. I thank you all for the support you have given. I thank you all for the loving comments and for watching our videos. We love sharing our favorite hobby with you guys, since it gives us joy and it makes us want more of this cross stitch world. and be able to stitch even more and bring on more projects. And we're very happy with having you guys over here in the channel. We invite you to subscribe if you like the video, to click the like button, and to click the notification bell. That way YouTube will notify you when we upload a new video, and you could be one of the first ones to watch it. Again, we are beginner stitchers and we're enjoying the journey so far. And yeah, this would be all for today's video. Next week you'll have the WIPS of my mother. She is also doing 5 projects. She has 5 WIPS. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!